This episode is brought to you by Prodzic Properties. If you're looking for a unique luxury new construction home, check out Prodzic Properties' lineup of new homes coming in 2024. Looking to build a custom home? Prodzic Properties is here to bring your vision to life. Visit ProdzicProperties.com to learn more.
Welcome back to another episode of That Westfield Podcast. Today we are joined by Christine and Colin of Southpaw. What's up, guys?
Hi, Amanda. Thanks so much for having us.
Oh, I'm super excited because you are our first musical guest.
Ooh.
And I feel like I really made it in the podcast space, right? You contacted me, and I had been following you guys, and I thought it was really cool that there was a country band in Westfield, so I'm glad we got to connect, and now we're here to tell your story. So tell everyone a little bit about you guys and the band, how it got started, and all that good stuff.
Well, yes, we are that rare country band from New Jersey. Not something
you're going to say from Westfield.
Also from Westfield. There is another country singer, Nikki Breyer, in Westfield. She's great. But we are a true country band. We're a trio. Our other bandmate is Sean Garnhart. This is Colin McConnell. I'm Christine Rattleman. And we've been performing country for 3 years now. Is it 4? We're not good at calculating this. We had been performing together for
pre-COVID.
A few years before that.
That's like the new BC, like this.
Oh yeah, BC.
Pre-COVID.
Right. Okay, yeah, BC.
ADBC. It was pre-COVID.
We used to perform more pop music, although I always sang country music in cover bands around New Jersey, mostly at the Jersey Shore. And ever since, BC. What's during COVID? DC?
It just starts at 1, I think.
In
COVID, I see. I don't know.
Started writing our own country music in COVID, recorded a full album, music video, did that all in COVID, very often while not even being in the same room with each other. And somehow we got here today.
Wow. And so how are things going so far?
So I keep joking that this has been a really good year, or last year rather, it was a really good year for my alter ego, the country singer, because we won Country Group of the Year and Modern Country Song of the Year at the 2023 Josie Music Awards in Nashville.
That's so cool.
At the Opry.
Chills.
Of all places.
Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, they were piping our music over the loudspeaker in the Opry while we were going up for one of our awards. So that was a huge highlight for 2023. So we need to top that this year, Amanda.
Well, you made it on the Westfield Podcast, so I don't know how you're going to top this.
We're off to a good start.
So how did you get from playing songs in Westfield, not in the same room, to winning an award? Like, what happened over those 3 years? Did you guys blow up on Spotify, or just got seen by the right people?
Yeah, I mean, definitely seen by the right people is a help. We really tried to get our music out on all platforms, so not just Spotify and streaming services, but even radio.
Right.
Which, believe it or not, plenty of people still listen to. Right? We get a lot of radio play.
Yeah,
that's great.
And find a lot of followers through that, and then of course social media, the beast that it is. It's a blessing and a curse, and we have wildly grown on Facebook this year. We're about to hit 10,000 followers.
Congrats.
Tomorrow.
That's awesome.
So that has also been a big help at getting our music, out there.
What local stations are you on?
So we've been on, what's the one at the shore? Jersey.
The Rat.
The Rat.
Cool.
Jersey Rock on the Rat, I believe. We've been on 94.7, which is New York's country station, and a couple others. Oh my gosh, I don't want to. Danny Coleman.
Yep.
Always plays us on his station.
Very cool. Very cool. That must feel so cool to just have this thing that you've started building, whether it was a business or a song, or a band, to have something that was in your head that you wished to have one day, and then it's just out there and it's its own living, breathing thing in the world.
Yes.
So congrats.
Thank you so much. I feel like we just kind of keep going, so we never really sit and marinate in it and think I can't believe this was on the radio. We just kind of keep going forward with this momentum, and I think that's why it's working, because we're forward moving.
Right. How did you two meet, and then also your other bandmate?
Do you want to tell the story of how we met?
Okay, so the three of us are sort of geeks.
Hey. No, we're total geeks.
On the side. So I'm not so much involved anymore, but we were all really into Words with Friends. Mm-hmm. And
all three of us I call wordsmiths.
Right.
We are.
Okay.
It'd be very hard to beat us in Scrabble.
I don't know, the algorithm or New Jersey region, because you used to be able to play regionally, right? And we got connected on Words with Friends, and we started throwing haymakers at each other. Just all three super competitive Words with Friends people. And somewhere along in all of that, discovered that Sean and I had already been playing in a band together. And then I think Christine voiced it like, hey, I'm a performer. And I think you sent me an Instagram clip.
Oh, maybe.
It might have been, yeah, I think it was Beat Down the Shore or whatever. It was just a couple seconds. And I was like, oh, wow, she can actually sing. And because, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, I'm a singer. It's like, oh, dear. No, you're not. And you could tell, even though it was only a couple seconds, she had showmanship and everything else, too. So the other band that Sean and I were in was sort of reaching its natural extinction. And we were looking for something else. So we invited Christine to come perform with us and do guest performances with the other group.
Nice.
Which was great. And we did, 3 of those maybe? Maybe 3 times.
Maybe.
And then I retired from my corporate career.
Congrats.
And
also.
And then just had this idea of like, hey, let's get back into writing and producing music. And there's a lot of natural chemistry and complementary skills between the 3 of us and our backgrounds.
That's so cool.
And I could see, and you can appreciate this as a serial entrepreneur, I was like, there's not just good musical compatibility and talent, there's a lot of outside music in terms of running the business, you know. And we do run it like a business, and it is an everyday thing, and it is a grind. Like we didn't end up on the stage at the Opry by accident.
Right.
It's wake up every day and do more work to try to get it out there.
Keep moving the needle, totally.
And then we started writing music, and I've always had my songwriting has always been country, even though it hasn't been produced as country, but the kind of the lyrical style and the aesthetic of the chord changes and things like that, and was always curious about it. And Christine has a lot of experience singing country. We didn't know it, but it turns out Sean was a country fan.
We had written a pop song, and every time I sang it sounded like a country song because I can't help how I sing, right? So we were like, what is happening?
It wasn't like, I wouldn't go that far. It was like, yeah, let's do another take. Dial back the country, dial back the country. And then she wrote a song and played a draft for me, and she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I think it's great, but it's 100% country. I'm like, so let's produce it as country, and we had a blast with it. And then I was like, okay, well, I have a country tune that's right here too, so why don't I just finish that? And that was Toe the Mason-Dixon line, sort of country and maybe southern rock crossover kind of thing. And then we were like, why are we biting this? Maybe we should just be country. And we're like, do you think Sean, if we say squack, it means Sean. Do you think Sean likes country? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, I love country. And we're like, we're a country band.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's so great.
But I grew up listening to country music.
Right.
At a certain age, country music was not, you didn't have to go find it. It was in the top 40.
Right.
Well, and it is again.
Yeah.
It's besides this area, it's the number one music of like all over our country.
Sure.
And so growing up here, it's like you don't even think about it. And everyone's always like, I don't like country. But like you said, you get a little bit older, get some, miles on the tires. And you start to appreciate it.
And I think those of us who grew up as musicians or with musicians in our families always appreciated country music.
Totally.
So I grew up with that influence in my house because I had tons of musicians in my family, and then I always performed it.
That.
So this is
just natural
my
next
jam.
step. So you guys have you had a single just dropped recently, right? What's that one called?
Breaking Up with Broken. Ooh. I love the title.
What's it about?
Do you want to?
It's a lament, a country lament.
Country lament.
It's a
Wordsmith right
it's
there.
a redemption song. Every band needs good breakup music material, right? And I just thought, let's have a nice redemption song. Sometimes people like to just like open the wound and listen to a breakup song and just wallow in
Let it
misery.
fester.
And that's fine. There's
there.
a role for that. There's great songs like that. I mean, like Nothing Compares to You. I mean, my goodness, it's like creeps into your soul. But I just felt like, let's have a redemption empowerment story in this. Sooner or later you can get over it. So let's write the song for the people that are trying to get over it, and that's where that.
Yeah, so it's actually, someone asked me, is this going to be a sad song? Is it going to make me cry? And I said, it's going to uplift you by the end of it. Right. So give it a chance.
It's all about storytelling.
Which is a great trick to make sure they listen all the time.
That's true.
And there's a prize.
Hashtag wait
There's
for
a
it.
prize at the end.
There's
It's
a prize.
It's like Cracker Jack in the bottom of the box.
Now I'm excited, right? So that's just dropped, but you also have a new album coming out too, right?
Yes.
You said in April, May.
April, I believe. We were signed last year, another big milestone last year was that we were signed by Deco Entertainment,
Shout out to
a
Deco.
record company actually based out of New Jersey.
Cool.
And they are helping us release this album, our second album. And how many songs are on it? Oh, wait, I don't even want to say. I want it all to be a surprise. I want it all to be a surprise, but it's all of our original music. And I think there's some killer tunes on this. I can't wait for people to listen to it.
Well, wait, we do have one cover.
I was going to ask.
Okay, that's
Okay,
true.
you have a cover.
I still
But
feel
it's
like
our original
yes,
take.
yes. It's definitely
Love that.
the Southpaw take of of a song.
Where are you guys doing all your recording?
So it's a mix between our bandmate Sean has a professional recording studio.
Oh, sick.
I know, it's unbelievable. He is a sound designer for movies and TV. He's done tons of famous stuff. He's got an Emmy Award. So we utilize his studio a lot. And then Colin has a studio as well. And I have nothing. So I just jump around.
You bring the hats.
Yeah, I bring the hat.
She sings it because she sometimes do demos
I
of
do.
songs, and I can tell, like, oh, this one came from the bathroom.
She's in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, this was in the closet.
Best acoustics,
Yes, I
baby.
did do one in the laundry room once. I've definitely done closet demos.
Yeah, we've all been there. That's really funny.
I feel like that could be the title of something. Closet demos.
demos.
I know. I think it's back in the day, right? When everyone recorded and like whatever you had. I think I recorded a song literally in a bathroom. Like I took the shower curtain down, like everything. I was like, there needs to be as much sound as possible.
Sure, need that reverb.
Yeah, music is such a powerful thing, and I think a lot of people, especially around here, like there's a lot of kids taking music lessons. And it was funny. My wife and I watched School of Rock last night. I haven't seen it in like 10 years, and here's these kids in this this really amazing school, and they're like really stuffy with all their instruments, and they turns them into a rock band, and you just see like how it makes somebody flourish as a person to just like have this place to just be creative and exhibit all that energy and not take it so seriously. And what kind of influence have you guys had? You said your family, but like what else has driven you guys to kind of be more fun in the music industry versus more serious?
Oh, be more fun. Well, I do take it very professionally, but it's so funny that you said fun. I have to give a shout out to another podcaster, the Acknowledgements podcast run by Nathan Rubinson. We have the same mantra, which is I love fun. I think it's I like fun. I feel like life is too short and fun is underrated, and I actually think fun is really important.
Totally.
So if anyone's ever come to our live shows, they see that that's what I want to bring on stage. I want it to be fun for them and fun for me and for us.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
I live by the same. I mean, if it's not
You do.
fun, I'm not doing it.
I need a
Or if
dictionary
I'm
to
doing
talk
it,
to
I'm
you.
going to make it fun.
Oh, that's true too. You can
The
right.
most dreary task. There's got to be a way to make it
Right,
fun,
right.
Or at least as fun as it can get. So
Yeah, because it does get hard in your industry too. Like climate, not every year is super easy, or even like you said, getting that momentum and doing all the work. Like there are days where you're sending tons of emails and you're hearing no a lot, and so we have to take the wins where they're at and just enjoy yourself, and then just more amazing things happen to you when you're in that headspace. Always.
I do feel that way. I do. I feel like a lucky person, and I don't know if it's from actual luck or just a mindset.
Manifestation.
Yeah, well, and just being open to good things happening and thinking, hey, that's probably good things are going to happen. He is especially positive. He's like the most positive
cool.
human being alive. So he always thinks great stuff is going to come.
I
And
don't think my high school
Perfect.
classmates would believe that.
but now oh my gosh, you're so
That's
optimistic.
it. Get your yearbook.
I
Most
feel like-
negative guy in
Most
the world.
I mean, it's just
You won't amount to
I grew
anything.
up in a world that mastered irony and sarcasm. Like my high school was the most sarcastic. Like literally nobody ever said what they meant. They said the opposite, and you still hear it in my humor all the time, right? She's like, "Wait, did you really mean that?" I'm like, "No,
And
mean
I
the
fall
opposite."
for everything. I'm so gullible.
Yeah, it's sort of like I guess I'm sort of like the Chandler Bing of rehearsals.
Right. Yeah,
And,
it's the best.
I don't know, but yes, I am optimistic. Like when
Yes,
we go into things, I'm like, I expect to win. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I expect to do well,
Totally.
I don't understand why you would have a mindset any other.
Well, it's fear, and I think when people, it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's starting a business or starting a band and growing it. If you're afraid of what's to come, then it makes you not take steps forward. So,
100%.
yeah, the
And
worst thing you're going to
if
hear
you're
is
afraid
no.
to fail, you're not going to grow.
Exactly. Yeah, homie. That's something I know about. Definitely. So you guys, okay, so speaking of local shows, I know you mentioned you guys are going to be playing at Greta's Run
Yes.
in May. And so tell us a little bit about that and any other local shows you think you're going to have after this album drops.
This is our second year supporting Greta's run. I really love the foundation that it raises money for, which is Imagine, a center for hope. And that helps grieving families, for anybody who doesn't know. So we are always happy to do this show to help them out. And it's great because it's a free show. Anyone can come see it. And or you can run in the race and register. Go to the Imagine website to do so. It's so much fun. The mayor comes. It's a big to-do.
It's huge here, yeah.
So that's a great show in May. And then as far as local shows, we play all over because we really want to promote this album. So we'll be going to Florida for a songwriters showcase. But then more locally, we'll be playing in Woodbridge in the summer. Cool. We'll be playing at some Jersey Shore bars like MJ's. Nice, so people just need to follow Southpaw City to find out where we'll be, because we were joking that even we have to check the website to remember where we're playing.
Right, because now you're getting busy. You got to have all schedule all ready to go. Yeah, I never know where I'm supposed to be either until the day of. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, here's all the things I plan. Well, because when you plan a lot of things, it's hard to kind of keep track of everything. And like sometimes I'll look the day before, but I find that it makes me like not be super present. Never laughing at me.
I feel right at home with you.
No, yeah. He likes to be surprised about what he's doing and where you're doing today.
I wake up in the morning, I look at the calendar, and I'm like, am I late for anything?
Right.
No, we're good.
Yeah, because sometimes over planning isn't great either. People are always like, how do you prepare for a podcast? I'm like, well, I usually have like a 30 to 40 minute conversation with people beforehand, but then I just like rely on my personal instincts to have just a normal conversation with people, and I don't always overthink it, because then it feels overthought.
Yes. No, I know exactly. That's how I am with performing. So
yeah, she doesn't even rehearse.
I love rehearsing.
She just makes up the words as we go along.
Well, that definitely happens. That happened a couple times last weekend in Jersey City. But
that's so funny. Nobody knows
I never want to rehearse every little thing that's going to be organic on the night of. Yeah. I'd rather have that all be fresh and fun and real. I don't want to rehearse every line I'm going to say to the audience. Right. It just comes across as so cheesy then. Yeah. So I get it.
And that's why I don't rehearse all those Justin Timberlake moves.
Wait, he's got moves?
Oh, does he? Well, he used to.
No, him.
I yes,
we all know Justin Timberlake has moves.
Actually, if you saw me last night doing the Night Fever,
oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to see this later.
He's not even joking. That's the thing. I know you're not joking.
We have a little dance off over here in the back.
I have a disco party on Saturday night.
What do you mean you have a disco party?
I'm doing a disco party
in your house?
He and his wife.
It was supposed to be on New Year's Eve, but we like everybody else in New Jersey, like New Year's Eve got bombed out because everybody got COVID or whatever. So we ended up, it was just me and my wife, disco dancing at home.
That's so cute.
So we've been working on our moves.
I thought you meant you do this every Saturday. For some reason, the way you said it, my brain went.
They are.
Disco's great. I grew up on disco. My parents were always doing hustle in the living room. Same thing. I could literally like picture it right now in my head. So all
right. So I have a disco question for you.
Oh no.
When you roll,
pressure.
Do you roll forward or do you roll backward?
I would think forward. Yeah, forward.
What do you do?
Well, I've been studying the masters, and I noticed that there are both, and I don't know what it means.
Maybe one's left-handed.
Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe one is Southpaw.
We're supposed to be talking about country. How'd that happen?
No, but see, it all comes back around, just like it just did. Okay. All right. So you guys have this album dropping. You're doing some touring.
Yes.
You guys are. So do you both have kids in Westfield?
I do. I have 2 kids. One's in high school. One is in middle school at Roosevelt.
Wow. Very exciting. Yes. And so I'm sure they love mom being in a band. That's really cool.
They're probably super sick of it. I don't know what they would say, but my daughter now plays guitar and is in a band, and she performs some really cool gigs. She's performing in Asbury Park this month. Wow. So yeah, she's kind of following in the footsteps.
There's some really talented kid bands around here.
Yes.
Like my friend Christine, her son is in a band, and he's wild. He's like a mini Kurt Cobain. This kid is like since he was a little kid, like drumming, and so when you find kids with talent like that, it's just.
Are you talking about Kobe?
His band, yeah. They oh my god, I'm drawing a blank
Kobe
right
Reese.
Now. Kobe Reese, and I'm gonna have to cut this part out because I can't remember anything right now. Anyway, we'll circle back around. Anyway, so yeah, there's a bunch of talented kids in town, and it's just really great when parents are leading the way and showing them what they can possibly do. Because it's one thing to just be in a band, but to also show your kids what's possible, I think is really powerful.
And I feel like these kids, if you have the guts to get on stage, that is going to help them in interviews. That's going to help them in job situations. I feel like it's such a gift for them to be able to perform at this age. It's only going to help them in their lives.
And it's just fun. And you get to learn, to be collaborative with people. And I don't know, like when you write a song when you're like in your teens, and it means so much to you. You're literally like getting your feelings out in a way that you might not be able to like vocalize them. And like I wrote so many songs as a kid, and looking back now, it's like so cringy.
Oh, same. I remembered the other day that I wrote a song in 9th grade from the perspective of a prostitute.
What?
As if like, you know what I mean?
The only one.
Why did I think that people would want to hear that from this girl from Ridgewood, New Jersey? I'm not sure. But
that's storytelling, right? So your ability to like look through someone else's eyes and tell a story is what makes music writing so powerful.
I actually kind of like that as a kind of
true.
thing.
Well, I'll share it.
Dust that off.
I'll share it.
All right, guys,
we love to dust off old stuff.
A song is born.
Song is
I love
born.
it. Or reborn, I guess. Remastered. We're remastering the prostitutes.
I remember I gave it to an English teacher, and she was like, wow, so where did this come from? These anecdotes.
All right.
So she's the Phoebe of the band.
Yeah.
Yes.
My cat's name is Phoebe because she's also weird.
Yay.
It's fun.
So cute.
Fun facts. Anyway, okay, so we're going to have you guys perform a song here in a minute, but before we do that, tell everyone where they can find you, how to get in touch with you, how to hire you for a gig if they want, all that good stuff. Let them know.
So the best place to go is southpawcity.com, our website, because from there you can contact us for booking. You can find all of the links to streaming platforms, and we're on every single streaming platform. And you can see some of our music videos. What else is on there? Fun media, but Southpaw City of course, the live tour dates are on Southpaw City, and then on social media we're always Southpaw City.
Okay.
On Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube.
Because there's a bunch of Southpaws, so we need to make sure it's the right one. When I typed Southpaw right into Spotify, I had a little trouble finding you, so I went through your Instagram and got it.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. If you search Southpaw Unhitched, that was the name of our first album, so that tends to bring us up.
But just go Southpaw City, and then you will absolutely end up at the right place. So, guys, thank you so much. This was fun. I cannot wait to hear the song that we're about to record. And, guys, stay tuned because it's going to play right after this. Bye.
Bye.
This time of year used to be our favorite. This freeway diner used to be our shrine. This one they're playing used to be our love song. But that was back when you were mine. Now my coffee bites more bitter than it's sweet. And every day is just another grind. It's just enough to keep me on my feet these days, but not enough to drink you off my mind. Memory is just another cut that just won't heal. And each beat of my heart is just another chance to feel a pain that took me over when those final words were spoken. It's been so long since you broke me. Now I'm breaking up with broken. Your favorite colors used to make me blue, but I don't see them anymore. Your old shirts used to hang up where you left them, sounded mighty good for cleaning up the floor. 'Cause each memory is just another cut that just won't heal. And each beat of my heart is just another chance to feel a pain that took me over when those final words were spoken. It's been so long since you broke me. Now I'm breaking up with broken reflections in a shattered window. I see me looking back at me. It's just the glass that's cracked, 'cause I'm no longer broken. No, 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 I'm not broke, I'm not broke, I'm not broken. 'Cause a memory is just a cut that wants to heal. And each beat of my heart is just another chance to feel a strength that I forgot I had when our last words were spoken. Yeah, you might think you broke me. Now I'm breaking up with broken. Yeah, you might think you broke me. Now I'm breaking up with broken.